You are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Huh? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad like, thug like, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad like, thug like, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad like, thug like, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
What?
At Tanagra, when the walls fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio. What you would have missed, unless you're in the studio, was me doing some amazing breakdancing to that song. Jason's here, my co-host as always. Jesse is here.
I'm here.
Doing what he does.
Doing my thing.
Jesse type of things. Stella is on the ones and zeros, per usual. And sitting in the czar of information chair that Preston normally sits in is Teddy.
I'm replacing him.
You're replacing him. He is out to dinner with the farmer.
Yeah.
So he and Bob are hanging out.
Doing some Brokeback Mountain stuff.
Well, no, nobody said that.
Listen,
I mean, you
nobody,
said that.
you said that. Nobody said that. It's just, they're just...
Bros being bros.
They're hitting the town, man.
Yeah.
Doing, I don't know what
Farmer and a czar of information.
They're just hanging out like a farmer and a czar of information would. So this is a 10-minute episode. This is a Mount Rushmore specific episode. We are going to keep on doing these until, much like Murder, She Wrote, until someone explicitly tells us to stop.
We had so many. I'm going to stop listening to the
Yes,
show.
a lot of
because
threats.
Savannah
you guys keep
did.
talking about Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah.
She stopped.
Yeah. Well, you can't win them all.
Okay,
so
this is Mount Rushmore of Murder, She Wrote.
we can do that. I'm a little out of practice. The thing about the Murder, She Wrote stuff, and we're not here to talk about Murder, She Wrote, but the thing about it is my only experience was Mom would watch it, but I really wouldn't pay attention.
Yeah,
it was just on.
Yeah.
And then I never watched it again, and then you got into it. And then
You're
we did
talking
the show.
about Murder, She Wrote again.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we got into the show, and I super deep dove into it for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I got out.
Well, the Magnum PI crossover, that blew your mind.
That was a great episode. So, but this is the Mount Rushmore of good stuff about snowstorms.
Yes.
How's that?
That's good.
So the bad things are obvious. We all complain the older we get when it snows.
Do an impression of our father.
I hate winter.
Nailed it.
If you heard him say that, basically from mid-December until kind of mid-March, every time we get in the car, this is the first thing he says.
Yeah.
So, because it's hard to start the car, it's cold, you got to scrape off the ice, you're on roads you don't want to be on. Just so many things about it are annoying. And so the bad things about winter and snowstorms, those are obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is the specifically... You know what? It's not all bad.
No.
There are some positives about a snowstorm. So the obvious...
Are we going to talk a dusting or like
no, we're
12
talking
inches?
like a snowstorm, right?
Yeah.
Like weathermen are
Which is
getting
different
excited.
than blizzard. We're talking a dump of snow.
It's not a blizzard where it's like you're stuck in your house for a week.
Okay. A heavy snow.
This is a heavy snow where you really shouldn't go outside. It's maybe like whatever the warning system is, the county puts out like the first warning.
Okay.
Right, where they're like, this is enough where we want you to know, be careful out there.
I would rather, I have to go to work.
Okay, well.
Can we make it like a 2.5?
I think.
Because I can get out of work at 2.5.
No, but I think that's the problem. I think it has to be, like, you still have to have the annoying things about it.
Okay.
But even with that annoying things, like you have to fight whatever to go to work.
Okay, I gotcha.
There are still some good things about it, okay?
Now, are we going to say from a kid's perspective or from an adult?
This is from an adult perspective, but yes, there is still the nostalgia of a good snowstorm getting called off school.
Like, for instance, I think that George Washington would be a snowman.
A snowman, is right there.
That's classic. It's
I love
iconic.
A snowman. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a snowman's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like a snowman that is so epically big that you have to like do Egyptian pyramid stuff.
Oh yeah.
To get it. Like you got to find some boards around and get some levers and pulleys just to get that middle section up on top.
I mean, the pyramids were levitation.
Well, obviously, but
Yeah.
we don't have access to that. So
That died with it.
one of these days I'll tell the story about when I got my father-in-law Terry's trailer stuck on a... Remind me the next time we record to tell that story. That's not why we're here today. But it has to do with the Egyptian pyramids. That's a tease.
Okay.
So you want to say snowman?
I think snowman. I
Okay.
think that's,
All right.
kid or adult.
Uh-huh.
I like a good snowman
Okay.
as an adult.
I would say one of my favorite things about a snowstorm is maybe the best thing about a snowstorm is after it's been going for a while, that kind of snow, ice, packing mixture that happens behind your tire.
Yeah.
And it builds up
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
yeah.
that it's like pressing against the tire.
It's almost a block of ice.
It's almost a block of ice that's pressed up against your tire. And so what do, Jason?
You kick it.
You kick it. You walk around, you kick it, and if you get it just right, a whole big chunk of ice just falls down to the ground. It is one of the more satisfying things.
It absolutely
It's
is.
like the car equivalent of like pinching a pimple.
No.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like that satisfaction
Yeah.
of that was there and now it's not and I did it.
She's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very satisfying.
It's the pimple popper of cars.
It's the
Yeah.
pimple popper of cars.
I got one.
Good.
There is nothing better than going outside in the morning or at night onto your front porch
And
and just
And spelling your name in
spelling
cursive.
your name in cursive in the snow. Like I pee outside off my front porch a lot when it's not snowing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as I do hate snow and everything that snow brings, I just love going out and
Now,
peeing on the snow.
I think cursive is the easy one.
Yeah.
I like doing block letters, with no connection.
Yeah. It makes it more like E. The S's are really fun.
I need one of those in order to do the block letters. Those like kind of clamps that
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
spring loaded.
Yeah.
You don't need to hold things down.
It's
you know?
actually kind of like this light.
Yo, no, it's a lot like that. Yeah, I would need something like that. So, so we've got snowman,
You don't-
car pimple,
Okay.
and peeing in the snow.
Yeah.
I mean, those
I'm
are
a-
all great.
Those are all fantastic.
we haven't talked
gonna
about sledding.
I think
Sledding is
up
great.
there.
Now, when we were kids, we had a sled that had like sharp rails on the bottom.
That's the way
Yeah.
they're supposed to be.
Well, here's the
The
thing.
Red Rider, or not the Red. What is it? It's from. Oh shoot. Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, those. I've gotten run over by those.
Rosebud.
It's not pleasant.
Sorry. Yeah. Citizen Kane.
I like the.
You don't know. Nobody
No.
knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Sorry.
No, the one that we have with the kids, it's like a round saucer, like on a family vacation where
Sure.
it sits on it.
Later, dudes.
Later, dudes, and it goes flying. Sledding is good.
Sledding's good. I want to come in with another one.
Okay.
Okay. As an adult, especially once you've had kids for a while, there is something that
I'm sorry. Is your wife angry? I hear stuff being thrown around.
probably
upstairs. Okay.
she's not a big fan of us doing the show down here.
I want my basement back.
Legitimately.
Sorry.
As an adult,
Yeah.
one thing that you crave, especially as a parent, that you don't get a lot of is quiet.
Yeah.
And here's something I love about a snowstorm is it's so quiet. When you walk outside,
Yeah.
that snow on everything everywhere
It
gets
insulates.
Yes,
the sound,
it
yeah.
insulates the sound, and it just feels quieter than normal. Especially, I will say, in a city when there's no cars. Like when I take the dog for a walk at night, and it's normally there's just like a lot of like just noise.
Yeah.
and it just feels so still and quiet. That I love that about
Yeah,
winter.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna come in. We've got snowman, we've got car pimple, we've got peeing in the snow, and then the last is either quiet or snow sledding.
As an adult, I choose quiet.
Yeah, I'm gonna
As a
take-
kid, we're gonna have to do sledding.
But the problem, I don't mind sledding as an adult. What I don't like is walking up a hill.
Yeah. Yeah, we sled one time in the Trake household.
So, all right, there it is. That is the official, definitive,
Yeah.
once and for all Mount Rushmore of good things about a snowstorm.
Take it to the bank.
Take it to the bank. All right. This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, Boo, sit. Good dog.
I have spoken.
Good night, Lauer Patch Kids. And especially you. All the haters
Yeah.
on our last short. about Dan almost getting arrested.
Yeah.
Listen, it blew up, but there were a lot of people hating, saying,
You know what?
cap.
Keep
You
on
don't even know
drinking
what
that
that means.
haterade.
Yep.
We'll take it to the
Yep.
bank.
That
Thanks for
engagement's
helping
all
our.
we care
Yep,
about.
the algorithm loves it. So, jokes on you.
Keep on hating.
Yep.